Hello everyone, and welcome to the second 100 sub special. Unlike the near 100 sub special, when I was more focused on the actual challenge of it, this one's going to be a bit more of a fun run, so I played it loose with the rules a bit. Besides, it's Cursed Halo, so you never know what to expect, unless it's getting flashbanged for the millionth time. Okay, while we wait for the screen to be clear, let's talk about the rules. I can only use weapons that I get out of the D20 grenades. The bandana skull is on just so the fun never stops, and it's on normal difficulty. Let's keep the intro short and get into the madness which was this mod. Starting off, Captain Keys hands me his gun, and it's a little backwards. That's okay though, cause not like I could use it anyways. The first few grenades helped me take out the grunts in this first room, then I spawned a Warthog variant.
Damn it! Let's find him.
I kept making my way through the level and through another D20 that spawned a flamethrower, which I used for the majority of the level. I took a chance on Abba and spawned a lot of flood combat forms that had super soakers. I got my hands on one and progressed along until I decided to throw another D20 and spawned a lot of trees that blocked my path, so I had to reset the last checkpoint. Okay, so let's try that again.
Come on! Nice shot.
Some RGB rats aside, I moved forward, threw another D20, and got a fuel rod cannon out of it, which was another weapon that helped me get to the end of the level. When I got to the last section, I spawned a tool gun and... what? Thanos? Oh my! Oh god, I need to get that image out of my head. After nearly blinding myself, I get to the escape pod and beat this mission. Alright, so my weapons didn't carry over from the last level, so I test my luck. Okay, not what I had in mind, but let's try it again. Alright, let's just move forward and toss some D20s. Standing still isn't going to get me anywhere. When I made it to the first group of Marines, I threw another grenade and spawned a tool gun that shoots Warthogs. And yes, you heard that right. I shot a Warthog out of it and got in it to skip this section. I drove into the unnatural cave formation, activated the bridge, and drove on. When I made it back outside, I tossed another nade and spawned an ignite tool gun. It's like the flamethrower, but better. When I made it to the second group of Marines, I killed all the grunts with the ignite gun and decided to test my luck again. This is gonna get annoying really quick. With another nade thrown, I spawned some flood and got my hands on one of their blunderbusses. After about 3 minutes, I killed all the Covenant here and moved forward to the third group of Marines. When trying to test my luck once again, I accidentally spawned a shit ton of Hunters without realizing. Okay, no big deal, I'll just test my luck again. Okay, so I regret doing that. I load the game back up and... resume? Hell yeah, I had to start all this over. Wait. What the hell? Fine, fuck it, whatever. Nothing of note happened in the beginning because I booked it to the hills and got my hands on another Warthog tool gun. So by using that, I was able to bypass the first group of Marines and went about the level like I usually do. When I made it to the second group, I threw another grenade and spawned a normal Warthog? Oh, that's not normal.
This isn't normal!
After my little excursion in the totally normal Warthog, I found and helped the last two groups of Marines using mostly my triple plasma rifles. I decided to take a chance on Abba again, but only to be let down. Now with Foehammer here to pick me up, let's move on to the next level. My first D20 in this mission blessed me with easily the best weapon in this mod, the fully automatic Magnum. I got to use it for a total of 3 minutes because I decided to use a remover tool gun and shot this dropship, which made my game do this. There was nothing I could do, so I reset the last checkpoint, and the last checkpoint was the beginning of the level. Rest in peace my full auto Magnum, you will be missed. Well, now I gotta try to get my hands on something useful. Not what I had in mind.
Oh no.
Eventually I did end up getting my hands back on the full auto Magnum and a thruster tool gun. I sent the Hunters into space and made it inside the ship, and I cannot emphasize how much I disliked this mission and just wanted it to be over with, so I sped through the last part as fast as possible. Once I saved the captain, he got himself killed by walking in some flames, so the whole operation was for nothing. Oh yeah, that's right. This is a game. Second time around, we actually all made it to the dropship and beat this level. The start of this mission was going well. I hopped in one of the Warthogs that were dropped off, spawned in a normal rocket launcher, I actually mean normal, and some dual magnums. So basically right from the get-go, I got myself some pretty good weapons. I shut down the cartographer security system and made my way inside the building. Same case as the last mission, I just sped through the rest of it, so nothing real interesting happened here, except for me getting stuck in this little spot here because I decided to jam the door with some Warthogs. Eventually I did maneuver my way out of there and beat this level. Unlike the last level, this one was plenty interesting. From the start I got my hands on a normal magnum, then spawned a ghost. Sorry, I mean a speen. I killed the driver and took it for myself, then I shot and spun to my heart's content through the first part of the level. Once I made it to the ground level, I got my hands on another speen, then shot and spun my way through some more of the level, and I made it to the next indoor section undetected. I took the elevator up and threw a few more D20s to try and kill these RGB jackals. The dual bridge section here was a bit of a struggle because instead of just running by, I decided to throw a bunch of D20s to test my luck. Eventually I did make it to the section where you see the control room and can hop into a Banshee to fly it, but I had the remover tool gun and shot a jackal, which made my screen turn white and did not fix itself. So I reset to the last checkpoint and I'm back at the fucking bridges. Great. After testing my luck even more, I got the dual magnums again, which were incredibly helpful. I made my way back to the section with the Banshees again and got the triple plasma rifles. I got stuck here for a bit because I wanted to actually get in a Banshee and skip what little of the mission I had left. Once I got in one of the Banshees and flew to the door, I tried to kill all the other Banshee pilots before opening the door because I didn't want to chance them flying into me. When I opened the door, I took out the rest of the Covenant with ease and beat this level. Also, let me just add that Chief in Halo Combat Evolved is just so silly, I guess I could say. I'm so used to Halo 2 and 3 Chief that every time I go back and play Halo Combat Evolved, it's always so off-putting how humorous Chief is in this game.
So, what sort of weapon is it?
What are you talking about?
Let's stay focused. Halo, how do we use it against the Covenant?
Oh, those Covenant fools. They must have known. There must have been signs.
Slow down. You're losing me. Something buried. Where?
The captain. We've got to stop the captain.
Keys? I don't understand.
There's no time.
This mission is another one of those speedrunner's dream kind of levels. Immediately I tossed D20s to get some weapons and got the normal magnum and triple plasma rifles again, which seriously helped speed this level along. I was formally introduced to the Flood and witnessed as Captain Keyes ended his own life. Once that cutscene was over, I ran for dear life, got lost for a minute, then made it outside. I tossed one final D20 and spawned the Hover Hog, which was way more fun than I was expecting. Cue the cutscene and I was introduced to the floating ball of lies. I am not looking forward to this one whatsoever. From the start I was already having problems because I accidentally fell down this pit but survived. The problem being was I got a checkpoint as soon as I landed, so I had to restart the entire level. I got my hands on the box tool gun, and since I have unlimited ammo, I tried to see if I could build all the way up to the top to trigger the end cutscene. But my dumbass was shooting too fast and killed myself. I got a Warthog tool gun again and drove through some of the first floor. When I got to the elevator, I made it rain Warthogs. I got another normal Magnum and the Ignite tool gun, and I thought I was set for the rest of the level, but the gun backfired or something because I magically died after shooting it when I was on 1 HP. The game must have felt bad for me or something because it blessed me with a normal flamethrower. Before progressing on, I'm going to test my luck some. My fucking retinas hurt. For real this time, I actually tested my luck and got the fuel rod cannon, which carried me the rest of the way. After getting my hands on that gun, I decided to take the Doom approach by just running and gunning. I made it to the index and this level is over. Please, for the love of all that is Halo, let this be an easy level. I absolutely hate this level on a normal day. I can't imagine how bad it is with this mod. I spawned a Warthog gun and easily made it out of the inside of the control room. I drove my way to the Banshee and flew to my destination. I shut down the first pulse generator, parkour over some fire, then make it to the ground level. I hopped in a speen and speened my way to the flying Warthog. I shut down the second pulse generator no problem, then flew my way inside the Forerunner structure. I shot out another Warthog to hopefully help bypass the flood ambush section, which actually ended up working out. I made it back outside and this level's pretty much over after that. All I had to do was shut down the third and final pulse generator. And here's another fine example of what I mean by Chief being more humorous than he is in other Halos.
Something tells me I'm not gonna like this.
Right from the start, I got my hands on a fuel rod cannon, then took a chance on Abba, again. I got outside the ship and took a chance on Abba again, which only got me killed, so no surprise there. I got the fuel rod cannon again, and just like 343 Guilty Spark, this level is another speedrunner's dream. Since this mission didn't take me any longer than 14 minutes, I'm just going to show the best cutscene in the entire mod. Well, I would if I wasn't somehow getting attacked and killed mid-cutscene. Okay, now let me show you the cutscene.
Hello, it is me, Captain Keyes.
He's alive.
Captain Keyes.
Look out.
Don't worry, I've got it.
Oh, hell. No survivors, Master Chief.
After watching the captain kill himself twice now, I ran to the shuttle bay, stole a Banshee, and this cutscene was over. Alright, time to see what my first D20 can give me. Not what I was expecting, but it could be worse. I got my hands on the remover tool gun, and I don't think the game is too fond of this weapon because my game crashed almost immediately after using it. I got stuck in this hallway by some hunters and got beaten to submission. Once I made it to the ship's bridge, I used the push tool gun to, well, push this grunt out of a window and activate the cutscene. I sped past a lot of this level to get to the engine room, and I tossed a few D20s to try and get something to help explode the ventilation shafts. I luckily got a fuel rod cannon and used that to blow all of them up. With the ship now ready to explode, I hopped in a hoglet and beat this level. Well, this run was as fun as it was hectic, but one thing is for sure. Okay, I'm sorry, that joke was too good to pass up. I hope you all enjoyed this run. It was a bit shorter than most, and since it was the Halo 100 sub special, I would just like to say thank you one last time, because all of your support really does mean the world to me. As always, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.